Alrighty. Hello everyone. How are you guys doing today? My name is Ben and today we'll be checking out some more Genshin Impact. We'll be doing, or finishing up Unfinished Comedy, one of the major world quests for Genshin. We've been doing it within Fontaine, did Land Noir out of the Fortress of Mirapede. So, to quickly recap last time, it was like a 3 or so hour stream where we were hanging out in the fortress. We met some kids in there, and one of them is Land Noir. She's like, oh, there's some game going on, and also stay away from the guards, is what I've been told by Caterpillar. And then we meet her friend Caterpillar, who is also, at the very least, in the form of a kid, but keeps going like, hey, I've been around a very long time in the fortress, you know, serving out some sort of punishment, and I have a disease of sorts, an illness, and that's why, you know, has like, it looks a little different. There's like black arms and hands that kind of look like Arlecchino's condition, or like Hilly Trails, one of the two, but, so, we're interacting with them, and they go, hey, let's participate in the coupon game going on, because you can win a bunch of coupons, and if you win enough, whoever wins the game, I think I'm trying to remember if they get the coupons. I don't think they do. I think the cards technically do it for their own entertainment, but they're given the opportunity to go outside of the fortress for a bit. So that's what we're currently at, is through a long series of events, we managed to win with the help of Caterpillar calling in some favors, because one of our opponents was doing some dirty tricks, but Caterpillar had some tricks of his own up his sleeve. But yeah, kind of the whole time you're getting this interesting vibe from Caterpillar. He's seemingly raised Lenoir and had some sort of history with her mother, because her mom basically died in the prison, so then she was born there. Also, no one can really recall the reason why Caterpillar is in prison, so it seems it might have happened so long ago that there's no records of it. So lots of questions around that still, but hoping to get some of those answered. Oh, and of course, every night, because it went by like day by day, every night Caterpillar would tell a story or continue a story about a giant within a garden with high walls, kind of like a castle of sorts, a fortress, and how there was a girl within those walls, and one day a witch approached and went, hey, give me some of those flowers so I can save my friend. And in Caterpillar's telling of the story, the girl gives the witch the flowers, and then she walks outside to do that, turns back around, the fortress is gone, and they're, you know, Giant didn't exactly approve or want that to happen. And then Lenoir retells the story as, yeah, but what if everything was like, you know, what if everything was a happy ending? And what if she gave her the flowers, it was enough to save her friend, everyone lives happily ever after? But yeah, just a few of the interesting things to recap before we head on over and continue on. I may have missed a few things, but again, I'm condensing like 3 hours of fetch quests and running around chatting with people. Does remind me, it seems Caterpillar can do magic of sorts. He's been able to like convince or hypnotize some of the guards when it's been convenient. So again, there's some interesting things going on. What are your stats? Ooh. Very good crit rate. Technically, there we go. But yeah, so we're outside right now because we won the game, and now it's just let's get away. All right, and the motivation to go outside in the first place, getting La Noire out, is she has family on the outside who we think aren't aware of her existence. So we're trying to get her out here so she can reconnect with her family, live outside of the fortress, even though she's like, you know, it's my home. It's all I've considered as home. But we'll see what happens. SDN. Natural wind really feels better, doesn't it? We might have fans down there, but most of the air feels kind of stale. The fans in the Pingration rings are just like Noelle's. The fans are indeed needed there, but when their blades spin, they bring the same misery to everyone no matter who they are. I think you know what I'm talking about. Hey guys, Caterpillar.
Mr. Traveler, Miss Paimon, do you see any walls? I don't see a wall anywhere around here. Walls? There are no walls here. Then, are the walls somewhere really far away? Cater once told me that if they're too far away to see with your eyes, they'll look like the horizon.
Right, Cater, Caterpillar, the shortening of his name.
Mr. Traveler, Miss Paimon, where are we?
By the water. We're in Fontaine. We're on the continent of Tevat. I mean, all are accurate. Just get bigger and bigger.
Fontaine. It's a blue and green place. The fortress of Mirabede is all yellow and gray. That thing up in the sky must be the moon, right? If it were the sun, it would probably hurt my eyes like the evil sorcerer's magic.
Oh yeah, and ETA, our estimated time for the stream, probably about an hour and a half or so.
All around me, things I've never seen before, and things I've only seen in books. Mr. Traveler, Miss Paimon, let's go on another adventure.
Hour 2.5 is what I'm thinking.
Cater was right. Adventuring outside is way more fun than in Mirapede.
That's right. The world outside is vast.
I really envy the two of you.
La Noire, let's discuss adventuring later. We really should find your family first. Hey, you didn't... Well... This has been the guard who, the whole time, has been sus of Caterpillar, of Cater. And, yeah, he's been a bit of a problem. Just extremely strict, sticking to the rules and regulations, trying to find out things, going, this silly game, you shouldn't even allow it. Freeze, all of you! Where do you think you're going? Also, what's with that little girl?
The evil sorcerer found us.
Yeah, and then this is the guard who was setting up the game to begin with, and letting us go outside. What business is it of yours? Weren't you on leave, patrolling with the garden mech? What business is it? Water. What business is it of yours? Weren't you on leave? Patrolling with a Gardamek in your off hours won't get you promoted, you know. Won't get you promoted, you know. I came back as soon as I received the report. Have you gotten yourself mixed up with them? You're making a grave mistake, SDN. Actually, I think you'll find that I'm rectifying a mistake, saving everyone a lot of paperwork. Miss Monglain might even invite me to dinner as thanks. No! They're criminals! Even if the papers with their serial numbers on them are missing, they're still criminals! A little girl like this is a criminal? Are you out of your mind? We've been wrongly accused. I'm perfectly sane. Anyone can be a criminal. Little girls are no exception.
This guy is scary.
Whatever other plans you may have had, I must now escort you back to the fortress of Mirapede. How about we go back first and take some time to think it over? We only just got out, and now you want to make us go back? I don't think so. You don't have a choice in the matter. You must comply with the rules and accept your punishment.
Then there's no way out of this?
I can see quite a few ways, actually. If a few Gardamex get scrapped in the process, well, that's also what happens when people break the rules.
You mean...
Yeah, just break the Gardamex. Leave him alone. It would seem you have no intention of repenting. Then you leave me no choice. Gardamex, show no mercy to recalcitrant criminals. You sure about this? Sure you wanna... Yeah, I mean, we'll be fine. Just like, you really want to do this? Hey. Boom. Oh, you got some more? I mean, war's not a problem. Don't hit me too. Oh no, don't beat up your your friend. Yeah. And he's trying to be a genuinely decent guy. Accept your punishment. Bring every guard mech from the fortress with you. Oh, hey Caterpillar. I'm coming to help. I'm coming to help.
Caterpillar, how exactly do you plan to help?
Oh. Some more of his magic. When Lenoir was first talking about him, she did say he was very, very tall. And then we met him and we were like, hold on a second, he isn't tall. That's what she was talking about. That's what she meant. Time for magic? Isn't it? Monster in a human form.
Is a hilly churl? Is this an illusion?
What if the illusion was? What he was putting on before the persona. No, that's super interesting though. But yeah, like I was saying, the very first time Lenoir talks about it, she's like, oh yeah, he's incredibly tall, like taller than any of the other adults. And you meet him and you're like, what are you talking about? He's your size. But I guess that's what she meant. And that makes sense as well why he's been alive for so long and around in the fortress, carrying out his punishment, his atonement for deeds of the past. Good heavens! I'm your colleague. You're not thinking of taking me in too? Since you've thrown your lot in with them, you deserve the same punishment.
Cater, Mr. Traveler, Miss Paimon.
Gardamex simply gets scrapped, but you, even if you are monsters, you can still feel pain, right?
Is this hilly churl... Is this hilly churl really Caterpillar? Paimon can't wrap her head around this. Miss Paimon, how do you not recognize him? That's Cater.
I'm a monster in human skin. A monster! I never imagined such a monster even existed in the fortress. A hilly churl that can talk. Who would have thought? How did you manage to pull the wool over everyone's eyes? What sorcery could allow a mindless creature to worm its way into our midst like a wolf in sheep's clothing? Why haven't you run away yet? Are you pretending to be human? Of course, I will catch you even if you do run. Dangerous monster like you. I'm guilty, but she hasn't done anything wrong. She shouldn't be here. You won't find her name on any sentencing documents. She is innocent. She only ended up stuck in the fortress due to a few mishaps. I'll return to the fortress with you, but have STN take her back home.
Gator.
The monster actually wants to make a deal with me? I do indeed. Let her go home. As far as the fortress of Meropide is concerned, she never existed in the first place. Her absence will not be felt. But catching a monster like me should be a big deal, no? Fontaine hasn't seen a monster like me for several centuries now. If you pass up this opportunity, I'll put my human skin back on and slip away into the crowd. You'll never get a chance like this again. You're right. I've never seen her in the fortress before. She's completely irrelevant. But you're too dangerous. Can't risk letting an evil monster like you get away. We have a deal. You return to the fortress of Meropide, and the girl can leave. It would achieve your goal. Might as well take it. Don't take the deal. It could be a trick. The guilty return to where they should be, and Lenoir returns to her family's side. Everything on the right track, as it should be. He is someone who follows the rules. This is also in accordance with the rules. Enough, monster. I've caught you now. You're all coming back to the fortress of Meropide with me, the girl included. Wow. We're like, hey, it might be a trick or a trap. Would you look at that?
What? But didn't you just...
Who would actually make a deal with a monster? Could anyone be sure that the words coming out of his mouth aren't some beguiling incantation to stunt human wisdom? I won't be fooled again, so I've decided to play by my own rules. Decided to switch his voice a little bit. It was getting a little too close to my Skara voice, my hat guy voice. Your documents are missing. Then you'll stay in the fortress of Meropide for the rest of your lives. You have no right to bypass a trial. I surrender. If you want to emphasize that in your written appeal, be my guest. But until then, you don't have a choice. You were escorted back to the fortress of Meropide. Darn, and we're almost out. We almost got her back to her family. Welcome back. Noali's filed appeal forms out for you already, but you should stay out of trouble until a final decision has been made. More specifically, do not rile him up. I thought I was getting a co-worker who knew what he's doing, so I could be less stressed, but as it turns out, I've only gone busier since he arrived. I really want to take a vacation in Natlan. Oh yeah, talking about the springs, I do remember that last time as well. Mention of Natlan, I was like, wow. And apparently this came out 4.1, so very long ago. Love the hints that were built upon. I want to go to Natlan too. What happened to them? Well, we've already been there, but... They're being kept under strict watch now. If you don't want the same treatment, then follow the rules.
In that case, should we go see how they're doing? Paimon doesn't understand any of this. We'll have to ask him.
Yeah, so the big reveal. You're back in the fortress of Meropide yet again. Looks like you've got to find another way. But yeah, I did kind of... I wasn't entirely spoiled on it, but while looking for thumbnails, well, guess what they show in every thumbnail? They show that hilly churl. And as soon as I saw him, I was like, hold on, your color scheme, the feather, the black hands and feet. Are you a disguised hilly churl? I don't know, but I had it absolutely confirmed there. Hey, Estienne, you're our boy.
It's you.
Indeed, it's me. Noalis would probably call it atoning for my sins, but I've got seniority, so he doesn't get to order me around. Then, what are you doing here? Atoning for my sins. What else?
Why does Paimon get the feeling you aren't the least bit surprised? Did you already know caterpillars, do Do you know his true identity?
I only knew that he'd been here for a long time, longer than any of us. As for the rest, is any of it really important? He looks like a human, and he talks like one, too. What can I say? I like chatting with him. He's like, yeah, I've been chatting with him for like a decade. Who cares? Maybe appearances matter more to me than what's inside. That's understandable. I beg to differ. In any case, if you're looking for Caterpillar, he's inside.
What about Lenoir? Is she in there with him?
She was taken to fill in some registration form, but don't worry, she'll be back soon.
Okay, then let's ask Caterpillar just what's going on with him.
Well, obviously, he's here because he feels regret for what happened in the past. Hey, Caterpillar. Yeah, you don't need to disguise yourself anymore. Yeah, one of the feathers on the chest, I was like, that looks awfully familiar. Because it was just like sticking out of his pocket or pants. Storybooks, detective novels, collection of papers. Kept himself busy in here. Some common knowledge, easily understandable to children. And yeah, raised Lenoir. I'm sorry for dragging you two into this. My plan was to get Lenoir home to her family, then return on my own. But it looks like that plan was a complete failure. There's a lot I want to ask you. I imagine so.
You really are Caterpillar, right?
I am.
Then, you're a hilly turtle?
I am. A very unique hilly troll. One who still has sentience after all these years.
But aren't hilly turtles all, kinda dumb? And you looked just like a regular kid before. Paimon doesn't know what's real anymore. You said before that you look like this because you got sick. After all, everyone has things they'd rather not tell anyone. And you're also so good to Lenoir, and she trusts you too. But you're not a human at all. If you're a hilly turtle...
Well, we do know hilly turtles are... I mean, Paimon. Then you can't trust me. Again, we know that they're victims from Conria, right? Victims of the curse of immortality. So, they were once human.
Well...
I want the answers to the questions Noali's asked before. I'll answer all your questions truthfully. When did you come to the fortress of Meropide? Over 400 years ago. I know, I'm switching between Meropide and Meropide. It's because I can't remember exactly which one's correct.
400 years ago? You said you'd been here a long time. Paimon thought you meant something like 3 to 5 years. But 400 years is like several generations, isn't it? Oh, right. You're a hilly turtle.
What was your crime? If you're interested in history, I was a member of the Narcissan Crew's Ordo. I was found guilty of being an accessory to the Master's scheme. And we have been getting more and more of the Narcissan Crews over the story quests, over the world quests, I should say. But 400 years ago, so he was a Conrian. He was part of the Ordo, or did something else happen to turn him into a hilly troll? The prophecy of the apocalypse. My master believed that he could stop this future of destruction from coming to pass. We did much to prepare for this. It was a powerful magic, and also an evil plan. But perhaps none of this is important now. The plan failed. The Narcissan Crew's Ordo has essentially ceased to exist. Whether Fontaine is destroyed or not, it no longer has anything to do with me. Just who was this master you spoke of? Narcissan Cruz, a powerful mage. He taught me human speech and granted me memory and intelligence. Okay. So getting beyond like, the Narcissan Cruz Adventure Party, Narcissan Cruz Ordo, Narcissan Cruz, there's the Fontaine Research Institute, but So he just took a hilichurl caterpillar and then was like, I need your help. Be part of the Ordo.
Was there really someone who could do something like that? But your appearance aside, you really do seem like an ordinary human.
I mean, Paimon, we know about the Hexen Circle, so many things are possible in Genshin. Though many details of the past have faded into memory, I remember this very well. This was a very, very long time ago. I couldn't change how I appeared to others at will then. Many humans, some in finery, others in rags, some with curiosity, others with disdain, would all ask similar questions. Can hilichurls really talk? Are hilichurls really capable of intelligence? My master raised the holy blade of Narcissengruz high. It was a ceremonial sword, so the blade wasn't sharp, but still it glistened in the sunlight. And I remembered that from the Narcissengruz adventure, the holy blade of Narcissengruz. Yeah, but I think we retrieved 2 versions of it, right? Like a wooden sword and then another, because it seems the Narcissengruz adventure, team or adventure party, was essentially what the kids did at the Ordo to entertain themselves, or stories that were told. I don't know, there's so many interesting things there connected with, like, you know, fairy tales and what's real, what's fantasy. Behold, he said, even a hideous monster such as this can attain wisdom and redemption through my power as the incarnation of Narcissengruz. Oh, and I think it was Narcissus who was the bad dragon in the Narcissengruz adventure. Yeah, and of course a lot of the friends who we met along the way ended up being Oceanids, which makes sense, you know, given Fontanian's nature up until the prophecy was fulfilled. I was one of his creations, and as a testament to Narcissengruz's power, I once wielded a blade for the Ordo. But the sacred sword evidently couldn't save my master from a fate of failure and ruin, and the mystical magical weapon no longer exists. And there will be no more monsters in human skin like me. Why do you want to help, Lenoir? Because of compassion. Humanity might be unattainable for me, but at the very least I can imitate it, just like how I learned to change how I appear to others.
Paimon doesn't get it.
Traveler, Paimon, you both innately possess kindness and benevolence. Because of this, you don't need to think twice about helping others. You simply do. If you look at their outcomes alone, plenty of actions are indistinguishable from each other. We all agree that Lenoir shouldn't stay in the fortress of Meropide, that she should return to her family, so we chose to help her. Your actions come from an innate benevolence that doesn't require excessive consideration or calculation. For me, however, it is because by doing so, I will be more like a human. It's the idea of, like, you know, you have those discussions sometimes in sci-fi of AI trying to replicate humans, or how similar they are or not. Sorry. Just for a moment there, got weirdly emotional, but I think it's because I was thinking about, well, maybe Cortana was brought up in my mind, but also, you know, just in the past, sorry, try not to, but in my past, I remember at one point kind of thinking, like, you know, just having this thought of, what if subconsciously, every time I'm being kind to people or acting a certain way, or the things I say, the things I do, what if it's because I'm subconsciously manipulating people to, you know, get the best outcome for myself? And I don't know, it was a scary thought because it's like, you know, it's not something you think about. Like he's saying here, you don't really consider your, like, actions moment to moment. You might plan for the future and a nice thing you were going to do, but you don't go like, you know, you know, you're just chatting with someone at school or whatever, they say something, you're like, oh man, that sucks, and you kind of comfort them, and that's pretty instinctive, pretty relatable to a lot of people, but for him, he's thinking about it, he's like, I should do this to be more like this person I'm talking to be more like others. I don't know, just really interesting. Something I wanted to bring up as an idea, a comparison point. But yeah, AI, like, you know, are they truly human? Do they have a soul? Just replicating? It's a fun question to dive into in those universes. So seeing it in a fantasy setting like this with hilly trolls, who are humans then cursed, and then seeing Caterpillar trying to become human once again, it's really interesting. Yeah, you know, it's the whole question in Halo of which one is man, which one is machine, Cortana or Chief. Which one of us is the machine? Sorry, a bit of a off-topic ramble there. Funny, isn't it? I'll never truly become human, yet I can't stop mimicking human behavior. It's like atonement. As far as human law is concerned, I've long since atoned for my sins. But a human, what would a true human do? They would never forgive themselves for the mistakes they made, the harm they caused, and the people or things they failed to save. Well, unless someone else forgives you, right? So my sins can never be absolved. I will forever be my own prisoner. But if Lenoir heard of your past and forgave you for it, would you be absolved then? What do you plan to do next? I'll bring Lenoir back to her family.
But forget about getting out of the fortress. We can't even get past this door.
You sure about that? I made a promise to her, so I have to fulfill it. She shouldn't stay here any longer, especially not by my side. The geode mine shaft is a dangerous route, but it's feasible. Yeah, we went down there before and were checking things out. Reading up about it and how it had been closed before.
The geode mine shaft? That's right. Klein said that there's an opening there that leads outside.
And the ore in there looked very similar to what we dealt with on that one world quest involving the Fontaine Research Institute. It had very similar coloration to what they were doing, trying to find a new energy source. I'm forgetting the exact name right now, but yeah, we'll still have to have a follow-up quest to that in the future.
So the guards asked him to install a locking mechanism like the one at the Rift of Erosion there.
He also said something about having prepared a surprise.
Yikes, there's no way that's anything good. Are you sure you want to go from there? Paimon seems to remember that the research terminal there has to be operated by 2 people at the same time. And the Noir's so small, Paimon doesn't think she'll be able to operate it. Why don't we help them, Traveler?
I mean, yeah, obviously we will. I do innately possess kindness, after all. I'll do it for you, Paimon.
Okay.
I have a few more questions about the Ordo as well. So do I. I think there are other places better suited to discussing the history of the Narcissan Crew's Ordo. Somewhere that isn't the Fortress of Meribide, for example.
Then we'll just have to wait until after Lenoir is reunited with her family. Before any of that, we need to think of a way out of here, and we need to meet back up with Lenoir. With Lenoir?
That. Estienne will help us open the door, but there's a limit to how much he can help us.
He should be at the entrance, right? Let's go ask him.
Let's ask the guards first. It's so interesting. Here, let's take a photo with our boy. If we do it fast enough, boom, get Paimon in there.
Should we try knocking?
Ah, you got replaced and we're locked inside. Ma Poil, going somewhere?
You're not Estienne.
He had something to do, so he asked me to cover for him. When are people finally going to get it into their heads that I have my own work to do too?
Oh, and can we leave?
You can, but it's dangerous out there. How dangerous, you ask? About as dangerous as the mental state of the new guard, I'd say. He really is a lunatic. I had no idea that there were so many Gardamex on the move. Not only that, people actually approve of his methods. Not that I know how serious those people are. If you want to go, you'd better be prepared. I mean, it would be best if you didn't come back again.
But Noir's not back yet. I'm here. Mr. Mapoil just brought me back.
Then there's no time to lose. Lenoir, I know we lost the last game to the evil sorcerer, but are you ready for a new challenge?
A new game? You mean a new adventure? I'm ready. We can't let the evil sorcerer catch us again. Looks like they're all good. Are you ready then, traveler?
Yep, let's go. Not yet. I need a little more time. Thanks for your help. Yeah, all in the effort to just... Man, hours and hours and hours, and it's like, we're just trying to get her back to her family. Just trying to get her out of prison that she's, you know, wrongfully been in her entire life. Ah. Sounds like alarms going off, but without it being noticed. Stealth section. That definitely sounds like an alarm. Those are definitely Gardamex. And searchlights, oh boy. Well, hopefully we can just hop on down. Standing guard.
Completely different from before. Deal with 4 kids?
4 kids?
I'll protect you, Miss Paimon. Paimon, don't be afraid of the hexes, those wicked sorcerers. I'll stop them for you. Doesn't it mean they got Lenoir? Gotta be careful, traveler. Can't be discovered by the guards or seen by searchlights. Our goal is a geo in mine shaft. Pin the production zone level first. Direction of the lift.
I was gonna say that's the easy way of doing it. There is a guard here though. How are we gonna get around him?
Lift's guarded after all. What should we do now?
Searchlight to draw away the guards.
Searchlight here. One that Klein's fixed before? Maybe it'll be useful.
Oh yeah, it was the one where it's like, hey, fix this up. And he's like, please, please, I make it correct. You're the one who keeps breaking it. Right in his eyes. Whoa, who did that? Someone really new. Something that dumb. You read the operating manual. New guy, you just wait.
He left. Let's get over there while we can.
Okay. He's like, I don't want to stand there being blinded by the light. Go! Sorry, itchy fucking nose. Ugh. It's been getting colder, it's been getting chillier. How's the weather been for you guys? For us, it's definitely feeling like fall. Coming on to winter soon. That's why the cats are so snuggly. They're like, oh, we can feel it getting cold. We want lap time. We want to hang out with you. Please give it to us. Meow. Yeah. Go the long way. In case we need it, which we do.
Guards here too.
Rochelle loudspeaker over there. Some noise. Attract the guard's attention.
Give it a try, traveler.
Switch. Then boom. Safety first in production zone. Enjoy your work.
get out of here before the guard finds us.
Let me run. Yes, that's the aura I was talking about being similar in color to the energy source in Fontaine Research Institute. Let me actually check that name again. I think I also forgot it last time as well. I was like, what was it? Fontaine Institute. Energy source. Archeum. There it is. Yeah. Archeum reminds me of the coloration there. Operate the drive valves, open the passage leading to the geode mine shaft. Open sesame. I was gonna say, I'm not being dumb, am I? From that perspective, it looked, yeah. Right, I think we have to turn this. Yeah.
Different from before.
Let's see. Is this correct? No. Let's read the note again. It's opposite to the indicated indicated by the core gear drive will open. To geode mine shaft, we want to point in right. Point north. East. Oh, put that back in. Run. Yeah, so we want the main one pointing right. So one more, and then we should be good. Harbor. Yippee. Yes, we did it right. Oh, I got a little afraid there. It's like, oh no, my Rardy. Answer to that is yes. Oh, do we also need to grab the... I think we need to, yeah. Grab the valve again. Over the gear drive. There we go. The drive train. Hey, Sue. Come on. Oh, do I need to read what's over here? Oh yeah, just stop it when it's pointing the right direction. Grabbed it in case we need it again.
So different. No traces of human buildings at all. People really work in a place like this.
Yeah, glad I noticed, and I was like, oh right, we just needed pointing in the right direction is all. And then stopped it correctly. Ooh, we'll always grab those. There's that ore again. Mm-hmm. Hanging around. Oh, that's so pretty though. Look at that. I love the colors, yeah, the contrast. It's a beautiful shot.
Is this the geode mine shaft? Paimon's heard of it before, but it's a little different than she imagined. Wow! What pretty rocks. Are all of these gems?
It's Archeum. I was right! I was like, geodes. This looks exactly what we got in the Fontaine Research Institute Chronicles like quests. And I was right. I was attentive after all, and correctly picked up on the color scheme, and was like, yeah, isn't this Archeum? Mm-hmm. It's Archeum. Archeum mining operation stopped after the Fontaine Research Institute accident. And that's also what I was guessing. I was like, I think they deemed it too dangerous and shut it down.
Maybe we should keep our distance then. So, there really is a research terminal here. Is that a note next to it? Could clients have left it here? Let's see what it says.
This locking mechanism can only be opened by 2 people simultaneously. The energy storage unit has been removed. And the energy storage unit has been removed from the front research terminal. Disclaimer. So forgot to read that at the top. The geode mine shaft has been equipped with a flying energy thief. Initializing the front research terminal with an energy storage device is not advised unless protective measures have been taken. The flying energy thief is a trial product that has not undergone internal or peer review. It will pursue any entity carrying an energy storage device and disable said device. Loss of control or explosions occurring from during the trial product's operation will be considered unfortunate accidents for which the manufacturer is not liable. It is strongly advised not to leave from here. Work in the production zone is arduous, but at the very least it is not life-threatening. Turn back now. If there's anything about the Fortress of Meripede that you're unsatisfied with, please see Miss Monglain and fill out a survey. Going like, hey, it's not worth risking your life. Just fill it out and hope things improve.
Is this the surprise Kleins was talking about? More like a shock. To activate this research terminal, we'll need a mobile energy storage device. But once we have one, we'll get chased by some sort of flying energy thief. Looks like we'll just have to beat this energy thief in a race.
I'd like to go back and give Kleins a beating, but flying is faster than running.
How can you give up before the race has even started?
There's going to be a race? I'll be rooting for you two.
Alright, let's leave this terminal to Caterpillar and Lenoir. We'll take care of the rest.
I'll keep watch. Be careful. Yeah, this is also where a lot of the thumbnails or screenshots were being taken. Was Caterpillar inside this environment because it's so visually striking. Flying Energy Thief. Gameplay tutorial. This is said to be one of the security measures set up inside the geode mine shaft. Will actively pursue entities carrying storage devices. We use small yield explosions to disable those storage devices. To anything that is not holding on to a storage device, however, they pose no threat at all and appear to be no more than pretty little balls. Course rules of 3.
I'll be rooting for you, Mr. Traveler and Miss Paimon.
We'll take care of things here. Okay, so we have to pick up, activate, and turn. Oh, 90 seconds. Okay. Put a timer on that, why don't you? Oh, okay. Oh, and you do actually have to worry about those. Oh, okay, in the 30 seconds. Got it. Well, okay, those walls are solid, and it's essentially working like a maze. Got it. I was like, huh? Huh? Confused. This time, though, we'll be fine. Just keep running. Oh. Well, that's Arceum. Mysterious ore. I don't know if it's such a good idea. Just pick up random mysterious ore. There we go.
How you activate it? Not just this spot.
Okay. There's one over here. I should also check. How do we need to activate the terminal? We might have to. Yeah, let's see. Rake seal. Yes. But which way does that let us get in? Over here. Got it. And then, boom.
Terminal lit up. It can be activated now.
Let's run back on over. Get this last one done. One and done. Let's see. Don't worry about me, little balls. Yeah, not too bad.
It just activated at the same time. Should we open the path? Hey, can you hear Paimon? Count down from 3 and turn them on. 3, 2, 1.
Here, I do also want to check if that mysterious ore. Yes, there it is. Mysterious green-yellow crystalline ore of the same type seems to mutually attract.
Finally get out of here. The Nord Caterpillar, get over here. The way out is clear.
Okay, come on, Cater. Faster.
Cater.
No, really cool environment though. Again, like I was saying, love the colors, love the idea.
Why is it off again?
The Fontaine Research Institute's tech really is unreliable. Someone sent to catch us? Maybe.
Should we go back and take a look then?
Of course there's no alleys. No need to trouble yourselves, esteemed guests. You're evil, and I represent the side of justice. Even without the Gardamex, I won't let you get away. Lay down your arms and surrender. You really want to do this? No alleys, just desserts. I'll assist you. Like, bro, you're not gonna have a good time here. Like, I don't know how to tell you this. He's just a monster. Why would you help him? Why would anyone help him?
Cater isn't a monster. Why would you call him that, evil sorcerer? Ever since Mother left Meropede, Cater's been really nice to me. He's never lied to me. There are other nice people here too, but none of them are as nice as Cater. He tells me all kinds of stories, and listens to mine too. I won't let you call him a monster.
Why? Justice should triumph over evil. There is no such thing. There is no such thing as good or evil here.
SDN, what are you doing here?
You're late. What are you doing here? So sorry about that. It took me quite some time to retrieve those Gardamex he utilized without authorization. Well done. You didn't just break the rules, but also violated regulations. Now it's your turn to accept your punishment. You're coming back with me. As for you guys, if you want to leave, this is your last chance. With all the fuss he's been making, who knows what will happen later. Of course, it's also possible that nothing will happen at all. Thank you. If you really want to thank me, don't come back again. Then with Estien's help, the path is reopened. I do hope we get a happy ending from this, like Lenoir's version of the story.
Paimon guesses we can go now. We should be in the clear now, right? Let's get a move on before we run into any more surprises. We're leaving Meropide again? Will we ever come back? Sure, if we do something bad out there, we'll use the front door next time. Going through the regular channels is safer. Well then, goodbye, Meropide.
Aw. Goodbye. Leave the fortress. Finally out, chat. We're free. I'm free. Conversation over. Yeah, I do hope we get this happy ending here. Maybe Caterpillar gets absolved of his failings in the past by Lenoir. Maybe hopefully she gets to be with her family. Maybe visit Caterpillar every now and again if he's outside and doesn't come back to the fortress. You follow Caterpillar's directions to a secret path leading out of the fortress of Meropide.
We're finally out there, outside so fresh.
Lenoir's family lives at the foot of the mountains to the southeast, mansion with a garden full of purple flowers. Something else I want to talk about, but let's wait until we're closer. Wait, isn't this the spot we began the quest? All the way back to the beginning, a roundabout way. Hereafter, you finally freed Lenoir from the fortress of Meropide. It's time to get her back to her real home now. Oh, what? The mansion that he mentioned. Or, mansion with purple flowers. In the story, wasn't the fortress purple flowers as well? Or something very similar? I'm trying to remember. It's been a little while since that stream. So, if you guys watch them back to back, you're like, hold on. What's going on here? Why don't you remember? It's been a bit. Oh, there's some roses. Beautifully set up though. See what's going on. Look, that's a real home over there. It's just as Agnes described it. At the breezy foothills of a mountain, upon a flowery field of grass. That's it? It's just like Mom said. Traveler Paimon, why don't you take Lenoir there? What about you, Cater? Aren't you coming with us? I'm feeling pretty tired, so I'll rest up here for a while. I'll catch up with you later. Then I'll stay with you. Once you're all rested up, we can go together. Mr. Traveler and Miss Paimon must be tired too. It's a shame Bran and Mr. Wolsey aren't here. I kinda wanna go back. Back where? Back to Meropide, of course. The fortress of Meropide isn't your home. Going back now probably wouldn't be a great idea. Yeah, I think to her, it was the only home she knew. That's right. Getting out there wasn't easy. Plus, if we go back now, Paimon thinks it would be bad news for Estienne and the others. Don't you want to go back to your real home, Lenoir? Look, you can see it from here. We just have to go over there, and we'll have reached the end of our adventure. But what if she doesn't want the adventure to end? You're so silly, Rio. A kind man named Earnshaw lives in that cabin. He's your family, Lenoir. Look, Lenoir, there's nothing to worry about. Go home. I know Earnshaw will take good care of you. Will you go with me then, Cater, after you've rested? Lenoir, everyone has somewhere they should return to. You should go back to your real home, and I have somewhere I should go too. Then will we see each other again? At the end of the story, the characters in it all disappear. I don't think they see each other again. Of course we will. Your adventure is only just beginning. There's still a whole wide world out there for you to explore. This is just a temporary goodbye. We'll see each other again.
Really? Really, really? I know you've never lied to me before, but...
Let me tell you a story, Lenoir. Long, long ago, there was a mage's apprentice. He was a dim-witted apprentice, so it took him far more time than the others to learn the language of magic. But his teacher, who was an amazing mage, wasn't the least bit concerned. On the contrary, he heaped praise upon his apprentice's progress, even entrusted him with important tasks. Talking about Narcissus and Cruz, teaching him, training him, in the past, giving him the gift of intelligence, memory, speech. The apprentice never doubted his teacher's instructions. After all, he was a great mage who taught him the language of magic. The mage had a basin in his workshop. Actually, you could call it a fish bowl, as he kept a little fish in it. One day, the little fish called out to the apprentice, "Hey you, over there, nitwit, help me out." That's not very nice. The apprentice was taken aback, but from the great mage, nobody or no creature even would make conversation with him like that. So this piqued his curiosity and he asked how he could help. As it turned out, this little fish used to live in the vast and boundless sea. By being brought here, it had been separated from its family. It had tried to ask others for help, but none had responded to it. "I'd like to bring you home, but my teacher has forbidden me from going out," the apprentice said. Hearing this, the little fish swam crestfallen to the other side of the basin, saying nothing further to the apprentice. Then one day, the apprentice discovered that the little fish was no longer in the basin. Who took it away? Did they bring it home? The apprentice couldn't help but wonder. Without the little fish, the basin was now completely empty. Just what sort of place is the vast and boundless sea? Before he realized it, the apprentice's thoughts had drifted to the world outside the workshop.
And then what? I bet the mage's apprentice leaves the workshop. But the little fish, they go back to its home, the sea. That's a place with lots and lots of water, right? Does the apprentice find it?
I'll tell you the rest of the story next time.
Aww.
Only listening to my stories can't be that much fun. Then the next time we meet, if you don't want to hear my stories anymore, you could tell me some of the stories you hear from Earnshaw. I think you'll have many stories he'd like to share with you. I hope they do stay connected, continuing the friendship.
Well, then, the next time we meet, I'll be sure to have lots and lots of amazing stories to tell you.
I look forward to hearing them, too. For now, it's time for you to go home, Lenoir. This goodbye is only temporary. We'll see each other again.
Okay, then, until next time, Cater. Mr. Traveler, Miss Paimon, let's go.
Sure you'll be alright, buddy? Let's take another picture just in case. And then we'll check out what achievements we got. Let's take another home over there. Please take Lenoir home. Oh. Sorry, Burb. Hey, Earnshaw. Oh, you look like a cool old guy.
This should be it, right? Excuse me.
Yes? Are you hikers? How can I help you? Strange. This kid looks a little like... Never mind. My eyes must be getting worse with age. Is he like her grandfather then?
This may sound a little odd, but it's like this.
Together with Paimon, you describe to the old man what you heard about Agnes from Caterpillar. As you speak, Lenoir supplements the tale with a few childish words of her own. So that's what happened. That silly girl's already...
Mother's not in Meropide. Is she not here either?
Yeah, she didn't like it here, so she left and never returned.
Why? This place is full of things she likes. I recognized Prince, Princess, and Hero as soon as I saw them.
The dogs?
Mom said that she was always very quick to change her mind, and she pestered her dad, Grandpa, for ages until we finally agreed to get her puppies. She really liked dressing them up, but soon she had something else she became even more fond of, so she didn't get to watch them grow up. Why won't she come back? If she doesn't come back soon, I'm gonna grow up as well.
She'll come back and see you grow up.
So, is this place going to be my home from now on?
That's right, child. This place is your home now.
Okay. I smell Tassie's ragu. Ragu.
Yeah, ragu, right?
I smell Tassie's ragu. Okay. I smell Tassie's ragu.
You can eat as much as you'd like.
I'm back in my own home now. This way, I think Cater will be happy too.
Cater? Is he the one who took care of her? If it's all right, could you invite him to rest a while here at the cabin?
He's got other things to take care of. He's kinda shy. When we were in Meropide, he was really good at hide and seek. Nobody could find him if he really wanted to hide. He's quite shy, so he's watching us from a distance. As long as he knows Lenoir's home, safe and sound, he'll be content.
Is that so? Well, that's a pity. Could you help me get a message to him then? No matter when. He will always be welcome here with open arms. Aw, he could show up, be part of her life still. If you ever get the chance, invite him over to be our guest.
We'll tell him.
Yeah, he might have to disguise himself again, but I'm sure he would be willing.
Sure thing, leave it to us. Cater and I agreed that the next time we meet, I'm gonna tell many great stories to him.
Well, looks like we've got a lot of awesome stories to prepare then. We can't be sharing stories with him that aren't at least 100 times more incredible than his.
Okay, 100 times. Even Cater will be surprised.
We can reminisce about the old days while we drink tea and even enjoy some snacks.
You're finally back in your real home, Lenoir. You must be tired. We'll leave you to it for now. Mr. Traveler, Miss Paimon, are you guys leaving too?
We've got our own adventures to go on. Yeah, sorry, we'll be back to check in though.
Okay then, when I grow a little older, can we go on adventures together? Oh, and Cater can come along as well.
One day, perhaps. We can discuss it when you're older.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Traveler and Miss Paimon. See you guys later.
You guys are leaving now. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Safe journeys. Talk to Caterpillar.
So this is the home I didn't know about that Cater talked about?
Welcome home, child. I'm just glad you're back. Well, okay, you switched back. I was gonna say, do you see it all? It's the time, Cater, for one final goodbye. It's also... I should also take a picture with them down there. I know. Now we have to run all the way back over there. And because my draw distance sadly doesn't show up. Yeah, until we get closer. Totally need to upgrade the PC that my CPU can handle that better.
Caterpillar, wouldn't it be great to meet Grandpa Ernchon Lenoir right now? Are you sure about this?
She's returned to a normal world with her real family. For her, I'd say things couldn't have ended any better. As for me, she'll forget about me in no time.
Hey, don't say that. You should know they mean a lot to her, too. She definitely won't forget the promise you two made to each other.
Yeah. See that feather sticking out? That, along with the hands and feet, always tip me off. And the eyes being so distinct from the rest of the NPCs or characters in Genshin.
If you really never see her again, she will be heartbroken.
She won't. Children tend to quickly forget both meanings and farewells. This is how they grow up. I'm simply a character in a story, brave at times, yet also an evil monster at others. Let this fantastical story be a memory consigned to her past. She has the real world now, one that's hundreds. Let this fantastical story be a memory consigned to her past. She has the real world now, one that's hundreds of times better than any fantasy narrative. Traveler, Paimon, thank you. Don't mention it. About that payment. As I mentioned before, there are places better suited to retelling history, like the Narcissan Cruise Ordo.
Sounds like a very mysterious place. Where is it? How do we get there?
It is very mysterious indeed. The outside world has changed so much over the centuries, which is why you may need to seek out a new way to the Narcissan Cruise Ordo.
Aw, why does it have to be like that? Although, we are quite the adventure duo, and we've been through it all. So, wherever this historical, ruined, or mysterious place may be, it won't be a problem for us. We'll find it for sure.
Oh, and is that where you can find Caterpillar later? Of course, we still have more. A bunch more world quests to catch up on, including ones in Fontaine. I mean, we still have the Petrichor one, which unlocks that area. Oh man, yeah, I have so much. But I'll continue trying to, when I can, do at least one of these a week, and continue to catch up. And that was lots of fun. I do want to quickly check if maybe you can, like, chat with Caterpillar after that, if you can find him, or if I have to do some other world quests for that. Yeah, let me quickly look at that, and then we'll chat about the quests in general, and what happened in Unfinished Comedy. Where to find Caterpillar? Yeah, so we've only done, so he's involved in quite a few others. Wake of Narcissus, so that would be Narcissan Cruise stuff. Find Cation. So world quests. Okay, yes. So you start with this, and now this unlocks other quest chains which he will be involved in. Cool. Nope. Just people going like, what's going on here? What's this crazy Narcissan Cruise Ordo stuff? Narcissan Cruise Ordo. So yeah, he did mention that. It was highlighted. Narcissan Cruise Ordo. Two quests. Yep. Citizen Cruise Institute, we've done that before. Fontaine's underwater area. So it looks like yeah, it looks like there's a lot of other quests to do first before I would meet back up or go to the Narcissan Cruise order. Hi, how's it going? Hey, Kilt Knight. It's going well. We just finished up Unfinished Comedy, the world quest for Genshin. So, I was just about to recap it, chat about what was going on there, and off the stream pretty soon. But, hope you're having a great day. Yeah, oh man. That was lots of fun. I think the first part, in general, was quite long, longer than I expected. Right, it was around 3 hours, versus this being only about an hour for the next 2 parts. But I enjoyed, as we went on, more and more, what they brought up with Caterpillar, and the idea of, you know, oh, he's a hilly troll who was taught language, and was given the ability to remember again, given sentience. So that brings up some interesting questions, and further diving into questions about Narcissan Cruise and Narcissus, and just generally Fontaine's interesting past. And of course it was very fun getting to know the character of Lenoir and reuniting her with her family. Yeah, so have a lot of questions. Doing alright. Found you through a YouTube short. Saw your live, want to hop on and say hi. Hope your stream has been great. Yeah, it's been lots of fun. I try to do not a stream every day, but at least most days of the week I try to hop on and do some streaming. So yeah, thanks for coming on by saying hi. There won't be a ton more Genshin this week, but I'll be checking out later in the week the Columbina weekly stuff we've been getting in NodKrai over here, along with just some other general stuff. But it's going to be a bit of a packed week with Wuthering Waves getting an update, so we'll be doing that story probably Thursday, Friday. I think we might also be getting the Genshin 6.1 live stream pretty soon for next part of NodKrai. And then next week will be Zenless update. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. Been so long since I played. How is it these days? I mean, with the release of NodKrai, a lot of people are saying very good. The story in NodKrai has been really, really fun. The environment feels really good and distinct, and yeah, I mean overall I've been very happy with Genshin in general. But here, let me go to a decent point where I can show some of the new areas, some of the new map for you. Yeah, and as far as characters go, yeah, lots of new character designs as well. Most recently we got Flynn's and Alauma. As you can tell there, a little spooky, right in time for Halloween. Yeah, I think they've been doing a good job, just trying out different character designs, evolving their storytelling, continuing to have fun exploration, and yeah, just across the board. I've really enjoyed it. I know some people weren't huge on that one, but I had fun with that, and NodKrai has been very cool to explore. Yeah, the new characters. I know, like I said, for new character designs, they've definitely been trying out different proportions, different designs, mixing things up. So you can see that things are definitely a bit different now in Genshin. I would say overall for the positive. You know, even getting robotic characters nowadays. And of course, if you were big on the lore and had played through Fontaine, there's some other cool characters in here, which may have been mentioned. Oh yeah, I wanted to quickly look at, oh, did we get this for completing the quest? Yeah, we did. Yep, hey Caterpillar. Aw. Use this to keep track of how many world quests I have to do as well. Yeah, I was going to check out the achievement I got. When the clock strikes midnight, discover Caterpillar's true identity. Okay, that's very... Cinderella, Cinderella. Right. There's one spectacle grander than the sea. That is the sky. Get Lenoir out of the fortress of Meripede. Who's your favorite of the newer characters? Ooh. Okay. If we're talking about at least the past year, Maoika is definitely up there for me. I tend to go for all the Archons, and I managed to get pretty lucky with the amount of polls I'd saved up, so I was able to get C2R1. But Maoika has been great. Oh man, yeah. So if I'm just talking about like not long characters, Kachina is really fun. You get introduced to her at the beginning of the story. Milani's cool. That's the tough thing. You're like favorite character. I'm like, but all these characters are neat. Kinich, honestly, I was very tempted to go for Kinich. He has like a Spider-Man type ability to swing around, and I really like that. But Jillian's cool. Sitlali, you really get to know in the story, and she's a ton of fun. Has some very interesting character moments. Chaska is sick because she rides on a giant gun. But yeah, Maoika, the Himiko XP, of course I had to go for Archon as well. A therapist in Genshin, which definitely feels like Genshin needs, with all the problems people have. Yansan, amazing to see from the Travail teaser at the very beginning of Genshin. Yeah, tough question. Realized it would be too broad. Yeah, again, it's easier for me to kind of go like, well, this is what I like about a character, but Skirk's been very cool. The only reason I didn't go for Skirk is because I lost my 50-50 on a Scoffier, who they really like to go together. Dahlia's neat. We met him recently, going back to Mondstadt. And Nefa's really cool. Again, it kind of depends. You like saying the favorite of a new character, it's like, well, favorite design or favorite in story or stuff like that. Like in Nefa, I really love her design, and she had a pretty cool story to go with her. And then yeah, the two newest characters, Lauma and Flynn's for NodKrai. So all four of these characters are NodKrai characters. But I don't know, if you want to get back into Genshin, I would definitely recommend checking out some of the more recent trailers they've done. They did a few really cool ones, teasing what's going to be coming for the next year. And if you like what you see, maybe come back, try it out. I would definitely say I would recommend going through the main story and, you know, catching up, seeing how you like things. Because they've definitely taken feedback into account from the past year. But like I was saying earlier, I think I'll be wrapping up soon because, well, honestly, because I'll be doing some more stuff tonight as well as the rest of the week. Like I said, gonna be busy, but thank you so much for coming on by Kill Night. I hope you enjoyed your time coming on by, and you know, like I said, if this does kind of get your interest back into Genshin, be pretty cool. There's, like I said, I think there's a lot to look forward to for the next year or so. I've been thinking about hopping back in. Roughly 3 years ago I was in the Chinese-inspired area. Oh boy, So you have you have so much so many amazing things to experience. Yeah, because you're probably over here in Liyue. So since then, we have gotten Inazuma over here. So this is the Japanese area with a bunch of islands, super cool to go to. You can discover tons of hidden areas and secrets all around. The chasm was added to Liyue, which was the last area you were in. Fontaine, which I did the world quest in. Very mountainous water area, has underwater swimming. Notlon, which has been the last year. Very colorful, very like South America, Middle America, legends, tales, mythology inspired. And then the most recent area, NodKrai, just came out this patch. But yeah, I'll definitely recommend hopping back in and, you know, taking it at your own pace and enjoying it as you go. If you do, you know, don't feel pressured to catch up right away and burn out. Just have fun doing what you want. So what I always say to people is like, hey, do what you love. And if you're not loving it, take a break. But, like I was saying, I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, this is not necessarily applying to you, Kill Knight, but anyone else who comes on by later. If you did enjoy, feel free to subscribe and watch what you want to watch. No problem, dude. Thanks for the wee chat. Hope you have a great day. Thanks, Kill Knight. You too. Hope you all have a great day, night, whatever time it is for you. Love you all. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. See ya. Good advice too? Yeah. You know, it's something I've learned to live by more and more. Because you realize, yeah, if you just force yourself to do something that you don't love anymore, or, you know, you just have something else you want to do more, chill, take a break. You don't have to do it every day. You can take some time off. But, yeah. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.